Hey Taurus, we're fresh out of your season and I'm just curious, what have you learned about your inherent value? What did you learn about yourself the last 4 weeks? And how are you going to apply it to this new thought process that's wanting to come in? It's important to ask yourself these questions. What's up? It's your girl Jay, the High Priestess, back at it again with the general tarot reading for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Gemini season 2024, baby. Be sure to check out the Gemini season astrology video that I put out there. It's gonna cover all of the important astrological transits for the season. And with you being a Taurus, your ruling planet is Venus, and she transits 2 signs in Gemini season. So she's on the move right now. She's in your sign. And I feel like your standards should be raising. The audacity really like ramping up. And let's say you've had too much audacity. The consequences of that are going to be revealing themselves or rolling out. But either way, hydrate, light it if you got it. Because I am ready to welcome in my benevolent ancestors, Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth, thanking you for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Gemini season 2024. Venus attracts. And so while she's in Taurus, she's attracting in things that are going to be clarifying what you want to have, clarifying your values. Then she goes into Gemini and is going to be attracting in mental stimulation, is going to be attracting in more just communication, more words, more conversation. I feel like your social life starts to really take off. And then when she goes into Cancer on June 17th, her and Mercury go into Cancer at the same damn time. And not at the same time, they on the same day. And then it's going to be attracting in that ooey gooey feelings. You're going to have to figure out what it is that you feel. You know, what do you want to have? And what you reach to acquire is going to dictate what you think. And then what you think is going to generate what you feel or regenerate what you feel. So there's levels to this shit. There's a process, and it just feels like just make sure you're doing the assessment, that you're taking account, that you're showing up, that you're present. And I'm ready to dive in for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Gemini season 2024. Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth, thanking you for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages. First card out is the Two of Wands. So the first thing to be clarified on the Selenite throne in Gemini season, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising, is your decision-making process. Is it time for you to take the road less traveled? Like, what means the world to you? What do you value? What is it that you want going forward? You're divinely supported to start making different decisions, because if you want something that you've never had, you're going to have to do some shit that you've never done to get it. There may be somebody with Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Capricorn, or Aquarius placements influencing your decisions or playing a bigger role in life in some sort of way. But it does feel like it's time to get out and about and in the world. Venus in Taurus and the Sun in Taurus, I feel like had a lot of you playing homebody or had a lot of you inside, and Gemini season ain't about that life. Gemini season wants you to be comfortable being social and talking and being out in the world and communicating and flirting and having fun. Another two, the Two of Pentacles. Oh, y'all out here playing the field, huh? Some of you may be juggling multiple people. There could be, or also juggling multiple sources of income. There could be something here around entrepreneurship. Are you feeling juggled by someone? Is this how you want to feel? Like, what hustle is involved? What choices need to be made so that you can acquire your 10 of Cups? What level of 10 of Cups do you feel worthy of having? What is your particular brand of fulfillment? You know, like, we've been taught forever that this is success: the house, the spouse, the 2.5 kids, and the white picket fence. And you have to determine, like, who is the God of your understanding? What do you want? What do you feel worthy of having? And what are you doing about the acquisition of it? You know, some of you may be juggling a lot. There may be a lot on your plate. There could be a bit of an emotional roller coaster that you're experiencing, especially if you have Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements in your chart, in your big three. I feel like it's really important in Gemini season to get a firm footing on what you stand for. What do you need to be standing 10 toes down for? Like, are you taking on too much? Are you taking on other people's part or other people's portion? Is all that you've taken on to juggle really yours to juggle? Is it conflictual? There is a new flow that wants to come in. And some of you may be feeling like you're on a bit of an emotional roller coaster within yourself, within your career, within your physical body, or with someone that you're romantically interested in. If there is someone, if you're talking to somebody with Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements, I feel like they are very much so, like, either thinking about moving on, or they're thinking about their own situation, or they're really in the position to, like, I think they know what means the world to them, or they're trying to, like, really explore things. And you need to figure out, do you want to be juggled? What do you want? Are you entertaining what you want? Are you tolerating behavior that is not what you want? Are you giving? I just heard you reap what you sow. So I feel like some of you, damn, the Lovers came out sideways. This may be somebody with Gemini, Virgo, or Leo placements in your life, but the center of the reading being the Lovers is like, yo, you got some big decisions to make. And this is Mercury, this is Gemini, and Gemini season is going to really expose to you, I feel like, the factors. Some of you are like, do I stay? Do I go? Do I keep doing this? Do I want a relationship? Do I just want a situationship? Do I just want a fuck buddy? Do I just want, do I want to get married? Do I want intimacy? Like, it's time for, some of you may be at a crossroads. I feel like Gemini season brings you to a bit of a crossroads, and either you're going to show yourself and be bare and be intimate, or, turn your back and keep it moving. I do feel like there are important decisions that need to be made. And are there sacrifices that are needing to, for those of you who are in a relationship or talking to somebody, it's like, are there certain sacrifices that are needing to be made for this connection, for this relationship? Have the sacrifices that you already made for this connection feel worth it? What has this love or connection done for you? Has it improved life, or has it generated more stress? I feel like there's a lot being revealed in regards to how you're supposed to expand, how you're supposed to spread your wings. I feel like also the Lovers may be like, are you feeling in love? Is there a certain merging that you're with? The Lovers is not exclusive to romantic love. So there may be someone with Gemini, Virgo, or Libra placements, maybe Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn too, that you're feeling really connected with, or you're feeling like this kind of merging, or maybe you're feeling the desire to merge or to be in a relationship. Things are turning. This is a big turning point for you. There may be somebody with Sagittarius or Pisces placements that's going in a different direction or surprising you in some sort of way. I feel like studying is really important. You figuring out what direction do you want to expand in? And is there like an issue with negative self-talk? Are you letting yourself like ask the right questions? Are you letting yourself like think productive thoughts? I feel like it's really important this season to pay attention to the signs and the wonders. Jupiter is going into Gemini as well. And so there is something about paying attention to symbolism and to synchronicity and really getting clear about what ways that you want to expand in life. All of them are reading a book. All of them have a book in front of them. And so there is something there about acquiring knowledge or providing knowledge for other people. Let's see. Final card, final message, please, for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Gemini season 2024. Expansion is a big thing. Jupiter is leaving. Jupiter leaves your sign on May 23rd, I want to say. And so I feel like, what did you give Jupiter to expand? Did you just focus on bullshit? Did you focus on indecision? Did you like keep playing games, or were you really hard at work? And do you feel like you received the fruit of your labor? I feel like the result of what you put in is going to manifest or materialize itself in Gemini season. And so a lot of you, I think, have been expecting the fruit of your labor or the consequences of some kind of action. And I feel like that comes in Gemini season. Final card, final message, please. For Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I showed you at the beginning, the Nine of Pentacles. Damn, with the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. Some of y'all been putting in work. And then if not, then I feel like Jupiter leaving your sign and Venus going into Gemini as well is going to really have you thinking, like, what's going on with your relationship to discipline? What's going on with your relationship to structure? Can you create a plan and stick to it? Are you reliable? There may be somebody with Aries or Scorpio placements that's still like playing a big role in regards to like your concept of stability. Also, some of you, are you becoming a father? Are you, is there some uncomfortable conversation that you're needing to have with your father? What is your concept of masculinity, and what do you expect the masculine role to be in your life? How do you expect them to, what are your expectations of the masculine set properly? I also feel like there's something here about being reliable. What are you building? Who is in control? Who is in the driver's seat of your life? You know, and understanding that there's levels to this shit. The King of Wands is not the fucking same as the Emperor. The Emperor collects kings and kingdoms. And so there's something here about it's time to remember who the fuck you are and what you stand for and what are you trying to build, and making sure that you have like shared aligned values with the people that you're trying to build with. I feel like there is some sort of like newfound stability or an ending of a cycle in regards to like money or values or how you treat your body, how you take care of your body. Ending of a cycle in regards to self-worth. And I feel like there's some sort of like brand new leap into like I said, the audacity, your standards raising. Some of you are like very much so, I can do bad all by my damn self. And you're right. But also remember, hyper independence is a trauma response. And so there may need to be something. Are you isolating too much? Are you spending enough me time or too much me time? I feel like it's really important for you to get back in nature, for you to get out in the world, for you to harness your willpower into whatever, you know, version of financial security or stability that you desire having. And it can't all be about money. Make sure that you're not being superficial or that you're not being overly materialistic in some sort of way. But let's see, no court cards and 2 major arcana. So the center of Gemini season has a lot to do with like, I feel like hands off the wheel. Stuff's happening that you're not in control of. The Wheel of Fortune is like an end of a season. It represents seasons, and there is a turning point in a new season in your life. And that new season looks really lucky. It looks like Jupiter's leaving you with some benevolence. And it feels like that benevolence needs to come from a source of like your self-worth. You know, how can the divine give you this perfect love or this perfect connection if you don't feel worthy of it? If you keep talking shit to yourself, you don't take care of yourself. You know, we teach people how to treat us by how we treat ourselves. And that's something that has come up in almost every reading. I feel like I've said that in almost every reading in Gemini season. And so there's something here about how you're taking care of yourself and how much faith you have, how optimistic you're allowing yourself to be. I feel like there's something about taking an optimistic stance towards the future. What means the world to you? You are supported in choosing and reaching for whatever means the world to you. Come on, please get clear. This lighting is pissing me off. Still, I feel like I'm always like searching for like the perfect lighting. I just need to like buy a professional camera. Anyway, the Two of Wands being the first card out, it does feel like there's a need for exploration. There is this need for getting in a different environment, going to a different city, and maybe even you need a break, need a vacation so that you can really see what is it that I value. Like, I think you need to get out of your environment, out of your current environment. Some of you need to get out of your current living situation. Some of you need to get out of this relationship. Some of you are taking on too much or juggling too much and you need a break. I feel like a lot of you are hustling to make ends meet or hustling to acquire a certain goal or to hit a certain like milestone in your career. And are you going to have to sacrifice something in order to get this goal? You know, some of you are just like, if I continue seeing this partner at this rate, I'm not going to accomplish my goal or acquire this success that I want. Some of you it's vice versa. If I keep working this much, am I going to be able to ever have a partner? And I do feel like romantic love specifically wants to come in, and that romantic love or this new lover, this new connection is based on your self-worth. It's based on your self-image. Whether you think you can or think you can't, you are right. And the divine is really trying to expose to you or reveal to you your current level of worthiness and how that's going to dictate what you attract in. Venus will be in Gemini and then Cancer. And so I feel like Venus is going to be attracting in new connections for sure, especially when she hits in Gemini. This is a Gemini card. And then the people that you attract in, or the connections that you attract in, it doesn't have to be romantic, I feel like really change your perspective in some sort of way, or they change how lucky you feel, or, you know, it's like in the ways that you were down, I think you get leveled up. So like the Wheel of Fortune doesn't discriminate. It's like there's seasons for everybody's life, and those who are up will eventually be down, and those who are down will eventually be up. And I just feel like it's time for you to assess where you are in that process and where you want to go, and do your actions match your ambitions. I want to say the magic that you're seeking out is in the work that you're avoiding. So don't be avoiding anything. Let yourself be honest. Let yourself be truthful. Let yourself be forthright. And it's time to get clear about what this new level of comfort is that you want for yourself. And it can be all based on money, but it shouldn't be. I feel like you will be left wanting and hungry for more substance if all you're seeking out is money and prosperity. There's so much more to life. And you're being called to get out of your comfort zone in some sort of a way. I feel like there's somebody with Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, Cancer or Capricorn or Aquarius placements that is going in a different direction. Are you going to follow suit? Or can you match this hustle? Can this person keep up with you? I just feel like you have so much on your plate. You need to take a fine-tooth comb through everything that's on your plate to assert like Do I need to be handling all this? Do I need to be juggling all of this? Is all that I've taken on actually my responsibility to take on? There's a new flow that wants to come in, and I feel like that has to do with your day-to-day flow, like your day-to-day actions, how you navigate the mundane things, you know, or what you consider mundane. Some of you have way more time on your hands and you could be doing more. It's just a matter of like, what do you want to do? Where do you want to harness your energy? Where do you want to take this thing called life that we're doing? You know? And I do feel like harmony wants to be established in regards to your love life and in regards to your connections. It's just a matter of like, are you doing what needs to be done to acquire this harmony? Are you going to let yourself meet this person on an equal playing field? If you showing up naked, but I got, you know, like sweats and a hoodie and I'm covered up, you know what I mean? Like, that's not, I hope you get that analogy. Like, that's not conducive to like this, that's not reciprocity. That's not mutuality. It's like, can we show up bare? Can we be naked? Can we be intimate together? And intimacy, I'm not referring to anything sexual. This is like, can I share my heart with you? And what do you expect from this person? What do you expect from this love? What is your definition of expansion? And do we have the same definition of expansion? Are we going in the same direction? Do we want the same things? I think it's really important to talk more in Gemini season. You need to make sure that what you're investing in wants to be invested in. Who's trying to invest in you, and how are you interested in investing in them? I do feel like there's very unexpected situations coming in. Like your ruling planet Venus was all in the mix for that total solar eclipse in Aries. And I do feel like life is taking you in a different direction. And thank God you studied. Thank God you know who you are, you know? And so there's something about like letting luck come in. I'm excited to clarify this. This is a great reading. And over on Patreon, we'll be clarifying all these cards. Patreon.com/JustJEverything. Over there, I clarify all these cards. There's tons of astrological content. I'm building an ethical cult. People are already calling it the ethical cult, and I love that. It makes my heart so happy. And I hope to see you over there. I'm not forcing anybody to drink any Kool-Aid. It's cool. Calm down. For free shit, though, check out my Instasham at JustJ_everything, TikTok at JustJEverything, and for other dope shit that I do, my website, JustJEverything.com. And closing things out, the closer that you get to Cancer season, I feel like the more stable you are. I feel like Venus is going to have a hell of a time in Cancer, and you'll be ready for it. You'll be ready for what comes in if you really start to focus on your value and stand 10 toes down on making sure that you receive what is of value to you, that you receive that proper treatment, that you're not accepting less than what you actually deserve. Because there is a new foundation that wants to come in, and the divine wants you like hella aware of what you're building. What's your relation and who's in the driver's seat? Because you're a spirit having a human experience, and your spirit needs to be in the driver's seat. Not your logic and not your emotions, because that shit is subjective. And so I am actively striving to like get everybody that watches my content to understand it is ethical and wise and fair for you to be someone who accesses their logic and their intuition before they make a decision. I want to clarify these cards. I'm ready to get into it. I'll see you over on Patreon, patreon.com/JustJEverything. There's lots of new beginnings that are coming out for you, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And I feel like okay, that's one thing I want to do. Okay, the Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, for those of you, I'm just going to like get what I'm hydrate. I feel like The Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius in your life wants more. They want exploration. They want more like travel or more adventure in some sort of way. If you're dating somebody with Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn placements, I feel like they're very focused. They're busy. And can you handle a busy partner? Are you the busy partner that has somebody tugging on your time all the time? Do you need to be with somebody that's equally as ambitious as you are? There may be somebody with Gemini or Virgo or Leo placements that requires expansion, or they're expanding anyway. They're moving forward either way. And I feel like they're hungry for some kind of intimacy. Are you going to give it or not? Don't string people along. The Sagittarian or the Pisces is also, I feel like, studying or figuring out their value. There is a new cycle with someone with Sagittarius or Pisces placements. And I feel like they're not going to give it to you straight. You're going to have to like deduce, I feel like, or be direct and ask questions so you can figure out like, what is this change? Where are we going? And I do feel like it's time to have that conversation with the God of your understanding regardless. What direction am I supposed to be going in? What are the order of operations? Enlighten me and make plain to me what is the plan. Because the plan is like, yes, you will be prosperous and abundant. You will be taken care of. But how long do you want to do this shit alone? And are you feeling alone in your relationships? Are you feeling alone in your connections? Gemini season is going to resolve that. You just got to get out of the house, baby. Let's get into it.
For the full version of the video, go to Patreon.